Fear not, do not be afraid. You will not suffer shame. Do not fear disgrace. You will not be humiliated. You will forget the shame of your youth and remember no more the reproach of your widowhood. Why would this person be so fearful and ashamed? One of God's first commands to Adam and Eve, a command to humanity, was for them to be fruitful and multiply and fill the earth. We read that in Genesis 1 verse 28. The same command was repeated to Noah and the survivors of the floods, Genesis 9 verse 1. This command naturally repeats and instills itself into everyone born into this world to bring forth children, such that barrenness becomes such a disgrace and shame to anybody. We see Abraham worrying about his wife's barrenness. We also see Hannah worrying and praying about the barrenness. Barrenness is worrying. Isaiah 54 verse 1 is a prophetic word turns conventional wisdom on its head. The barren woman, often marginalized and overlooked, is called to celebrate her newly found fertility in God, which will surpass the blessings of those who rely on their own strength. As you go through this sharing, you may be in a position where you feel God has not been fair to you. God seems to have done good to some undeserving people around, leaving you out when you thought you were in good stead to receive those yourself. You think qualification-wise, all your boxes are ticked, but things are not working to you. You look around and see other people whose boxes are all ticked, but things are working so well for them. That reminds me of the situations I have gone through this year. God sort of disappeared when I needed him to help me. Situation still not solved, but I know now is that he never left me. It's just that I couldn't see God. I couldn't see that God was still with me. For me, even though I couldn't see it or feel it, God is still working it out. The psalmist in Psalm 73 also wonders why the sinner's ways prosper while the righteous struggle and trudge on. The psalmist even goes on to confess that he had nearly slipped off because of envying the sinner's ways. This can be seriously draining if one is not careful. May God help you to stay out of that game of envy. As we speak, you may be suffering a direct problem of barrenness, like God is exemplifying in Psalm 54 verse 1. Your family desires children, but you cannot get any because you are walking so faithful with the Lord. You look around only to see so many non-Christians and all sorts of unmarried people blessed with healthy babies. You look around and see a flood of bouncing illegitimate babies born out of wedlock, when you are married and having none. This causes you to feel ashamed, a failure, and worthless. What with the accuser of the brethren fueling your feelings of desperation? It may not be a situation of natural barrenness, but a business issue with tender slipping off your hands into the hands of undeserving people. It may also be a spiritual barrenness. The people you witness to reject the faith and slip off to settle in cultic organizations. Whatever it is that leaves a bitter taste of failure and worthlessness in your life, do not fear. Receive the following word for yourself. God is saying, you will not be ashamed, neither will you be confounded. and you will not be put to shame. You will forget the shame of your youth. This is saying to you that your past has been sorted out and will remain in your past. Your life of shame has come to an end. In Isaiah 54 verse 3, God says to you, you will spread out to the right and to the left. Do not fear. God is speaking fruitfulness into your life, be it biologically or spiritual or economic. Where you previously had no fruit, even spiritually, God promises fruit. Instead of all your past failures, your situations is in for an upward turn. Rise up and try that business venture again. Fruitfulness has been pronounced. No more shame, no more disgrace. Whatever deficiencies in your being and function, the Lord is out to restore dignity. Those who look to the Lord are radiant, and their faces are never covered in shame. I leave Psalm 34 verse 4 with you. That is you. Rise and be radiant. Our prayer this morning will be a chorus. May you kindly join me as we sing this little short chorus. I'm not a good singer, but for the Lord I am. I sought the Lord, and he heard, and he answered. I sought the Lord, and he heard, and he answered. That's why I trust him. That's why I trust him. I sought the Lord, and he heard, and he answered. I sought the Lord, and he heard, and he answered. That's why I trust him. That's why I trust him. That is my story. Amen. God will work it out. God will definitely do. Amen.
Amen.